Thanks for joining me for this Met Office 10-day trend that takes us through a bank holiday weekend. It's been a pretty dry April so far, and that will continue. Many places won't see another drop through the rest of the month thanks to high pressure. This one's been ambling in from the north over the past few days and isn't going anywhere quickly. For the rest of this working week, it sits right over the UK and will probably last at least into the start of the bank holiday weekend as well. As I said, it has drifted down from the north, so it has brought with it relatively cool air. If we rerun the sequence, you can see that the air remains fairly cool across the UK and will have a continued risk of nighttime frosts. And by day, temperatures will be around average. But of course, the sun makes a big difference at this time of year. And if you can get in the sunshine, it feels pleasantly warm. But with the air inherently cold sitting over us where the skies stay clear, there will be a continued risk for the next few days of nighttime frosts. So the rest of this week is dry and some places seeing some sunshine, but particularly in the east, it will stay predominantly cloudy. What about the weekends, that big bank holiday looming large? Well, as I said, high pressure will try and hold on, and for most it'll still be in place on Saturday. But notice this little weather feature just trickling in from the northwest. That is going to cause us a few issues with uncertainty over the weekend and will eventually bring some showers around. For the most part, though, Saturday's still dry and bright. It'll be late in the day before we see some rain from this weather system creeping into western Scotland and then into parts of Northern Ireland later on. However, it does look as if that feature will sink further southwards. Now, notice it's not a deep area of low pressure. There's not a lot of isobars associated with it. It's a fairly weak weather front that continues to weaken as it trickles south, but it will bring more cloud on Sunday, and certainly it looks like western areas could well see a few showers on Sunday, but still across the southeast, much of the weekend will be dry. And that goes into Monday as well with, yes, the possibility of one or two showers here and there, but many places dry and fine. And that's because this weather feature hasn't got anything to drive it. If we take a look at the broader picture, this is the jet stream. You can see that there's an arm of it up to the north, and behind me it's reasonably strong out in the Atlantic. But there's nothing to push or develop this little area of low pressure. So it is quite a weak feature. That makes it uncertain about exactly how many and where we see the showers during Sunday. But as I say, for many places, much of the weekend will still be pleasant enough, dry and bright. Most of us will see some decent spells of sunshine. There will be increasing cloud and some showers, most likely in western areas, and particularly so on Sunday. And temperatures by day will continue to be around average. But of course, the feel really will vary depending on whether you've got the sunny skies or the cloud. How about beyond that? Well, into the bank holiday Monday itself, I say many places will be dry. This weather front still perhaps around providing one or two showers, and then another one topples in across the north of Scotland. So that could again bring some cloud and a bit of showery rain here. But notice also cold air is lurking well to the north of the UK initially, but it is just starting to push down towards the Northern Isles by the end of bank holiday Monday. So although where we see some sunshine, it'll feel quite warm, this cold air is just threatening to return. Will it move back down across the UK next week? Well, that's one of the big questions. I'm going to show you the European computer model now. And for that, I'm just going to tweak the orientation of the map and show that the European model by Wednesday has that cold air pushing south across the northern half of the UK initially, but by Thursday, all that cold air is right across the UK, and that would bring something of a chill and continued likelihood of nighttime frosts. However, this is the European model, but it's just one model run, what we call the deterministic model run. And of course, when we're looking at the medium to longer range forecasts, what we do is we run the computer model several times. So we don't just get one outcome, we get many outcomes or many members. And this graph shows the difference between that deterministic model run and many of the other computer model runs. The purple line here is the deterministic, the main computer model run, and the control run also shown there in purple. And this is a temperature profile high up in the sky above Birmingham, and it shows here that drop off as we go into Wednesday and Thursday next week, of the temperatures really dropping off and the suggestion of colder air. However, that is just the deterministic and the control model run. If you look here, many more of those dotted lines, when we run the model several times, many more of those members suggesting actually temperatures will hold up and we won't see that drop in temperatures. So just an example there of how just looking at one computer model run can sometimes skew your vision. If you looked at that European model run, you'd think for sure it's definitely going to get colder next week, but it's far from certain when you run the computer model several times. So it is a possibility that things could get colder next week, but at the moment it looks like a relatively low chance. Generally next week it looks like high pressure will continue to be close by to the UK, keeping things largely dry. Some showers around, and these are most likely across more northern parts of the UK. As always then, for day-to-day details, keep up to date with the very latest from the Met Office, particularly with that uncertainty about where we're going to see showers over the bank holiday weekend. And of course, best way to stay up to date is to subscribe to our YouTube channels and follow us across social media.